If you can recall, back in June of this year, I brought to you a story of a 36-year-old female who goes by the name Tamara Geddes. She was viciously taken out in what police believe was a robbery attempt. Through massive investigation, the police have finally held someone in relation to her death after it was believed that a relative paid for the taking out of the female. Hi again and welcome. This is Links of 7 TV. Let's talk. And we're about to discuss this on the program. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. It's Links of 7 TV. Let's talk. We ask you, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever we post new videos. Well, the story I want to talk about is coming out of Trelawney, and this is a very sad situation in which a female, 36-year-old Tamara Geddes, lost her life in what police had believed was a robbery that went wrong. However, through massive investigation, the police have uncovered the truth behind this, and we're about to divulge this on the program right now. But before I really divulge what took place on this fateful night, I'm about to just backtrack a little bit and just update you with the story, or just to refresh your memory. So if you can recall, back in June of this year, there was a story coming out of Trelawney in which a female was allegedly robbed in a house in which she shared with other family members. She was robbed after her 2 cell phones and cash amounting to $16,000. She was also shot during the process of this alleged robbery. It is said that the victim tried to sexually assault the female, which she refused, and this was what led to her demise. Now the police have uncovered new details that shed more light on the real facts that corroborated what transpired on this night. So when the shooting took place, it was said that other family members was on the ground floor of this house and the female was on the upper floor of this house. It is also stated that the shots were fired and the relatives that were downstairs of this house did not heard a single shot. That I found very strange. It is also said that it's very unclear how this individual got access to the female's bedroom that was on the upper floor, as there was no sign of forced entry to the house. Now the police said they have uncovered the truth behind what transpired, and I'm telling you, this will leave you in shock. I've said it over and over that sometimes you believe that you have family that supports you, but sometimes you have some family. They are evil, they are wicked, they are cruel, and they are out for no good for you. And this individual right now had family that did not like her, and they go to the extreme mile of paying hard-earned cash just in order to order a hit on her life. Now the police have uncovered the truth, and we're about to share that with you on the program. But you see, in life, you have to be extremely careful. And some of the time we have certain friends, we have certain families, and we share vital information with them, not knowing that they will use this information for your downfall. So you have to be mindful of that and be cognizant of the fact that life right now is very unpredictable and people are very evil when we look on what is going on in our world. I want to just backtrack a little bit further into the details of this. It is said that a few years ago, not even a few years ago, I don't want to go back that far. It was like about last year, the brother of Tamara Geddes was also taken out in a gun attack. Now that leaves a question in the back of my head. Was this another hit taken out on the brother of the female? Because it is stated that she was living in a different area closer to the brother where this incident took place, and that happened last year, in which a brother was shot and did not survive. And now a similar thing in 2020 happened to her. Was this a coincidence, or this was two hits taken out on the family? Well, we're about to dig deeper into this story and just shed more light on what happened. So I'm gonna divulge the latest details that we have to bring to you right now on this. So a relative of Tamara Geddes, and that's a 36-year-old woman who was murdered at her home in Reserve District, Trelawney in June, has allegedly confessed to setting up the crime. You heard that? So a family member who is actually a female has allegedly confessed in setting up the crime. And when we think about female, you're gonna think of female, oh, nice, loving, caring sister. And it is said that this was the sister of the female. So if you are so cruel to your own family member, can you imagine what you do to someone that is not your family member? Huh? So sad situation. So according to reports and based on evidence gathered by the police, two relatives were picked up earlier this week in relation to Geddes' murder, and one of them later broke down and gave the police the confession statement. So the police put this relative under some serious pressure based on the evidence that they had on the family. And based on the statement that they gave to police back in June, the police was saying that this did not seem right to us. You people downstairs, and what happened? You didn't hear the shots? You didn't saw who come in the house? It's just a family member went upstairs after hours and found the body in the room of the female? No, sir, we not buy that. The police did not buy that statement given by the family members in a previous hearing. So, a close relative that spoke to reporters said that Geddes and other family members had a personal dispute for some time and a conflict that recently escalated. So when you say escalated, that means they were having some problem from some time ago, and this problem got bigger, it got worse, and the family decided, say, you know what, we are going to take out her now because we can't take this no more. So what they did was to order a hitman and took out a hit on her life. But it seemed like the hitman went to the property and had other things in his head. He did not just went for the hit. He also went and carried out a robbery. Might be that was a robbery that was planned, or he just did it out of his own instinct. Because he was just given a job to carry out, to take out the female. So what I believe that he went to the property and he saw the female. So he said, wait, she have money here too, so let me just take the money as well on her 2 cell phone. But wait, the female look good enough. Nice body she have enough. Let me try so I can get a piece. So that was what happened. So the female refused him, and this got him enraged. So he just fire a couple shots on the female and then make him escape in some bushes. So the families were downstairs, the apartment, and they said, them not hear nothing. Them not hear no shot, they not hear nobody, they not see who come in the house. So that really take place there. So it is alleged that this resulted in the relative contracting a gunman to carry out the murder. So after the conflict that they had escalate, she said, you know what, I'm tired of this sister now, and I go get somebody if you just get rid of her. I got dash rid of her. So they went and they just did what they had to do, pay up a little money, and the big man come in and say, you know what, just give me a thing, man. Give me a 10 grand, man, or a 5 grand. Me deal with the phone now. And just went and sort out the thing. Alright? Since Geddes' murder, detectives attached to the Falmouth Criminal Investigation Branch and the Clarkstown Police in Trelawney have been searching for the gunman. They picked up 2 men for questioning, but they were later released as the detectives were not able to gather any much evidence on them. And the police said that the irregularities, I should say, in the report they had received earlier aroused their suspicion. Investigations are continuing into this and resulted in the two relatives that were taken into custody of this week. So, according to the initial police report on what took place on this fateful night, was that reports to the police are that around 8:30 p.m. on a Friday, June 19, and that's last month, Geddes and her daughter were in the house, which is a two-story building, and other family members were downstairs when a masked man armed with a gun forced his way inside the house and held her at gunpoint. I don't know how he forced himself inside the house. That I seem very strange because the other family members downstairs and they said they don't hear nothing, they don't see anything, so I don't know. So the gunman demanded money and proceeded to rob Geddes of $16,000 in cash on her two cell phone. It is further reported that the gentleman or the hitman himself demanded sex from the female, but when his demand were not met, he then opened fire, hitting the female multiple times all over her body. The gunman ran from the house and escaped in nearby bushes. Geddes' daughter, who is the daughter of the victim, raised an alarm that her mother was shot, and family members who were downstairs ran to investigate the matter. Geddes was rushed to the Falmouth Hospital where she was pronounced dead. So that's a story. But this story from last month, I did not buy it one bit. I can't buy it. I just didn't. Because you downstairs an apartment or a house, two-story building, and someone managed to gain entry to your house. Now, the daughter had to raise an alarm. And the police themselves, the police know, the police them did not buy this story because it's a gunshot. It's gonna echo throughout the whole entire building, and it's multiple shots. So, no man, something must sound up, You must heard that like a sound or some scratch or something. But what happened, when I look at this, it just goes to show you that some family member, they will go to the depth just in order to take out another family member or just for your own downfall. They will pay the money because this was what happened in this case. They had a problem with the female. I don't know what the problem stemmed from, and I really would want to know what was that problem that could not be solved, that you believe that the only answer to the problem was to order a hit on the female's life. Now when you look at this situation and we see what is going on in our world, you realize that females are contributing to crime a lot because this was this female, this was the sister of the female, and it's just through the instincts of the police and the investigation that they carried out, because this could have gone unsolved because it was staged as a robbery, and I believe this was just to distract the police or deter them from the truth that took place at this. But the police did not buy the story, and I didn't buy the story from I heard about it in the initial stage. But I just want to say you just have to be careful. Even your family, your friends, you have to be careful. Certain personal information that you don't think that people should know, you have to know who you share your business with, because somehow it seemed like they had some bad mind or some envy for this female, because she was traveling overseas a number of times, I'm told, and things was kind of booming for her. But something happened here that they said, we're gonna dash for her and just forget about her. So, as I said before, in last year, her brother was also taken out in what is alleged to be a robbery at a business establishment that he was. Now, this leave a question in the back of my head. Were these two crimes connected? Just give me your thoughts and your views in the comment section. This has been Link 007 TV. Let's talk, and I believe I'm gonna leave this one here for now. Thanks for watching, and please remember, Like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever I post new videos. Have a blessed and productive day from Links TV. Peace.